Hello, everybody, and welcome to High Vibes at 5:55. My name is Michelle House from Rich Living, and this little show is all about getting into a high vibe state. Oh, I am there. Can you see me? Melinda's saying, "Are you there? Are you there yet? Can you see me?" Typey, typey, typey. Had a bit of a delay again this morning. Not me. Good morning, Rosie. You can see me? Everybody can see me? I need to actually get a comment. Good morning, Beck. Okay, I'm gathering that you can see me. Oh, awesome. Good. Thank you. Awesome. Awesome. Well, welcome, guys. Lovely to see you this morning. Nicole. Hi. Nice to see you. Elise. Good morning to you. Good morning. Hey, Robin. Okay, excellent. I can see you all coming through now. That's fantastic. Who else? Denise, good morning. Melinda, is that because you're really bleary-eyed from your sleep last night? Beck's bleary-eyed. Who else have we got there? Awesome, great, awesome, good to see you all this morning. The other thing, so I was just giving my little introduction. Good morning, Stacey. Nice to see you. What was I saying? Giving an intro. If you wouldn't mind sharing the video around within your newsfeed, that would be excellent. Not only do obviously your people see it, people who are usually on the 5:55 will also get the notification that way. Trying to navigate the Facebook maze so that everybody knows that I'm live. So if you guys can hit share, that's awesome. For all of you that do that all the time, I do see it, but I don't get to get back and let everybody know how grateful I am for that. So thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Good morning, Melly. There you are. Good morning, Holly. Nice to see you. You can't see anyone else's comments. Oh, that's interesting. Can't see anyone else's comments. Technology. Well, as long as you can see me. If I post them up, Beck, there's yours. Can you see that? And then I'll post up Holly's. Can you see Holly? Elise, not sure if my message came up. Okay, so I can see your messages, haha, but you can't. Good morning, Danielle. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Okay, so I will post. Can you see the comments if I'm sharing them on the screen? Hey, Lisa. You can see the comments while I'm sharing them on the screen. Hey, Tony. Hey, Kate. Let me know as a comment. You can see those, just not in the feed. Interesting. All right, so I'll post the comments up. Beck's just saying she can see those comments that are coming up on the screen, but she can't see the ones in the feed. Okay, cool. All right, well, that's a bit disappointing, but we'll get cracking anyway, because I have to make this one short today. Do I say that every day? No, seriously, I have to make this one short. How did we all go yesterday? I know a lot of you that are here in the group this morning have seen the first training video that went out yesterday. I think the second video is Thursday. Pretty sure the second video goes out today. Don't stop watching my feed to go find it. Wait. So yeah, we had some great interaction thanks, Lisa, in the group yesterday around video one. And video one was all about having a bit of a dive into your money beliefs. And it was awesome to see, because what happens is one person will go, my money belief seems to be around blah, 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 blah. And then all these people go, oh, yeah, I've got that one too. And then someone else goes, my money belief seems to be around this. And then these people go, yeah, mine too. So it was a great example to show you guys that there's more than one. And as you uncover one, guess what? You get to uncover another one. And like I've said to you guys before, I uncover all the time. I'm constantly evolving. I'm no expert. I'm no guru. I'm evolving. I am teaching and evolving, teaching and evolving, teaching and evolving. So Rosie was already watching it. Good morning to all those who joined. Okay, so Lisa has reminded me, where's my purple car? You know why? Oh, no, here it is. It's here. Everybody see my purple car? What I wanted to talk to you about was, yesterday we were talking about signs and looking for signs and noticing signs, and how there's a difference between looking for a sign with a sign and noticing a sign. Noticing has a little bit more peace and lightness and flow to it. than looking, show me a goddamn sign, right? And so again, everything is about energy. We are energy. Our money is energy. So when we are in show me a sign with money, that energy is heavy and hard. We need to go find light and easy, right? So one of the examples I wanted to show you, we did a program last year. I think it was the first Alchemy of Intention Setting program, actually. And we were having a conversation around manifesting. And there's a great book, I don't have it in my bookshelf, called E Squared by Pam Grout. And she runs manifesting like a science experiment. And one of the things in her book that she does is talk about how you ask for the universe to show you a sign and you give it 24 hours, and within 24 hours it has to show you a sign. So for me, I do this one all the time, and do it with the kids. If you've got kids, do it with kids, because they're amazing. By the time we get to adulting, we're crap at it because we have all of these beliefs. They've got these beautiful little trusting souls that can manifest to their heart's content. We can learn a lot from our kids. Anyway, back to the purple car. So Emma, who is often on my 555, she's also one of my clients. One of hers was about she was going to manifest an Appaloosa, which is a particular breed of horse. And then, sorry, I'll just pop that up. And then there was me, who wanted to manifest a purple car. And you know, when you are out driving around, like if I think about driving around yesterday, all the cars on the road, if I think about it and go back to remembering, all the cars were white, pretty much. There were a couple of red ones. I did notice that all in a row there were about 5 red ones, because I went, oh, look at that, there's 5 red cars all in a row. How weird. But, you know, for me, most of the cars were white. So I picked a car that would be unusual, not orange, because taxis. See, this is where our critical, analytical brain kicks in and goes, don't pick too easy, but don't pick too hard. Don't pick white, because there's white everywhere. So you want to really make sure that the universe is listening to you. Pick something else. Pick blue, pick green, pick purple. So I picked purple because purple's pretty unusual. Purple and pink, I guess, for a car. Anyway, so I was running this experiment alongside the guys that were in the Alchemy of Intention. And what I noticed about myself that time was I put pressure on myself because I was leading the group to make it happen. And so the noticing became looking. So it became I was just like, I'm going to go for a walk and go looking and looking for this purple car, I'm going to go in the car, I'm going to go looking, rather than sitting in flow and noticing the car. So I did that. I went for extra drives to supermarkets or to pick up kids or whatever. I went long ways and round ways, had everybody in the car looking for this purple car, because we had to prove that the experiment worked. And we were coming up to the 24-hour mark, and like I had 1 or 2 hours left. And I'm going, holy shit, what's going on here? What can I notice about myself right now? I feel like I'm forcing this to unfold. I can feel myself going, make it happen within the 24 hours. I didn't request and let it go and let the magic happen. I requested and then went and show me and show me and show me and show me and show me. So that was the big lesson I learned, was request and let it go. Request it and it will happen in perfect time. So how many times did I go up and down my back stairs past the purple car? My other point to that is noticing rather than looking. I was looking for a purple car being driven on a road. My request was not that. My request wasn't that specific. It was a purple car. So the purple car could have shown up in a magazine, in a book, on the floor, as a piece of Lego that the kids had opened. I don't think there is purple Lego. Oh, there is. It could have shown up on my screen. But I went looking for where purple cars are. Oh, you know what? I even drove around the car park with the purple cars. at the local Westfield. Oh my God. Because I was coming from a place of force. So my point about signs is ask for the sign, but then let it go. So relax into the trust of it unfolding perfectly. Does that make sense to everybody? And Lisa, I know it was particularly, we were talking about that yesterday in the live. You were saying that you don't see the signs. Excuse me. Can I see a comment? Can any of you see comments now or not? No? Hold on a sec. No? All right. Okay. Well, post your comments up here. So, makes total sense. Cool. The same thing was happening for Emma. Emma won't mind me sharing, where she had an idea of where the Appaloosa would be. So she kept going that way for the Appaloosa. But it was in the force of the looking rather than the noticing that it didn't unfold. Yeah? Is that making sense? Okay, I can see everybody. I can see. Okay, so Robin can now see comments. Kim, yes. Deborah can see. Yeah, relax more into the request for sure. And it will show up how it shows up. So I'm trying to think of an example that's happening in my life right now. Oh, good. Thanks, Beck. Sorry, that looks weird when I'm just looking down there. Beck's saying, so much sense. I'm going to post my E squared story in the Rich Living Room. It's very similar to your car story. So the first time I did it, and this is the interesting thing about us as human beings, we do it once and it works, and then we jump straight back into doubting that it works. We need to build that evidence toolkit, not go, oh, well, yeah, that was just such a coincidence. No. That's one of the first things that you're putting in your toolkit. And then you do it again, and then you do it again, and you have this massive evidence toolkit that you go, holy shit, look at that. That really does work. Because the very first time I read the book, I didn't have any judgment. I didn't have any attachment. I had no expectation. I went into it with a beginner's mind, and I talk about going into something with a beginner's mind, right? You know, when you're learning something for the first time, you've got that beginner's mind and you're going, whoa, I'm learning how to drive a car. Hang on a sec. Go into this with a beginner's mind. I think you can download it as an ebook, and it's like a ridiculous price of $3 or something. It's a really cool book. The very first time I did the experiment, because I'm an evidence kind of girl, I like having the evidence. Mine was to pick a dog. And then I picked a Dalmatian because, you know, the only time I've ever seen a Dalmatian was on Disney. I don't think I've ever seen a Dalmatian in real life. So so I went with a Dalmatian, and not specific about where, or I just went, okay, show me a Dalmatian in 24 hours. I'm awake and conscious to you showing me wherever that may be. But yeah, show me a Dalmatian. And through the experiment, I was going, I think that's going to be a really hard one for the universe to show me. How will that happen? As soon as you hear yourself saying how, drop it. Drop the how, because how is control. How is you then to go, ooh, well, how would I see a purple car? And actually, if I went to car parks, I could see one there. Yeah. So so back to the Dalmatian. Again, it was a really last minute thing for me. And if I look at my life, I'm actually that kind of person. I don't get assignments in until the night before. I never studied for exams until the night before. So a lot of things happens to me the night before. And I was, so it was the next morning, and I was going up to the shop for a coffee, and this guy walked in who I have seen all the time with another dog. So he was a familiar person in our neighborhood for me. He was familiar. Had a puppy, and he had a Dalmatian puppy. And I looked at the puppy and I went, oh my God, isn't that a cute puppy? Oh my God, it's a Dalmatian. Oh my God, it's a Dalmatian, people. It's a Dalmatian. Oh my God. So when we let go, the magic unfolds. The magic unfolds, and everything is already there anyway. We think that we're magicking things up from nowhere. We're not. We're just being guided to where it is. We're just being guided. So be guided. Be guided. Relax into that. Relax into that. Okay, Lee, signs. Who have I got? Rebecca, signs everywhere. Lisa, to request, do I just ask wherever I am, or where it's quiet, or where I am relaxed? Do I to request? So you just request. You have to be in a space of full surrender. You have to be in the space of it being an experiment, and in the space of, okay, I'm going to give this a crack. Would be really a great idea to read that first experiment of Pam Grouts. Even if you Googled her, she may have a blog post with the top 10 tips or something, but have a look at that, because what I remember doing and what I do is I get into this, it's getting into the zone. So getting into the zone of, okay, universe, I'm doing an experiment today. In the next 24 hours, can you please show me a blue butterfly? Oh, my daughter, blue butterfly. I know where blue butterflies are. I can go find a blue butterfly and bring it to her. But I went, no, let's see what happens. And so, she was noticing in the garden, she's going, oh, yeah, there's no blue butterflies out here. I don't know about these. I don't know. And then she relaxed into it. Then went and was wrapping up got some gift wrap paper from our gift wrapping selection. It was blue butterflies on the wrapping paper. So we may think blue butterfly flying around in a tree. No, it's going to show up like this. Yeah? We may think, I want $1,000 to come to me today. Show me $1,000. I want it to come to me. Is it going to come raining from the sky in $100 notes? Is it going to be a gift from somebody? Is it going to be an inheritance? Is it going to be you put a lotto ticket in? Is it going to be somebody actually gave you a massive discount? Is it going to be something was going to cost you $3,000 but now it's costing you $2,000? Shows up in different ways. We get so stuck on it showing up in our bank account without looking at how the other ways that it could show up. Does that make sense? Does that help you out with your question, Lisa? Elise is an 11th hour person too. Don't ask me when those videos went out. Beck, I picked a green Mazda 2 car right at the end of the time I was thinking, when am I going to see this car? Next minute, I got rear-ended by a green Mazda. No injuries, insurance covered it. Very funny though. This isn't the story I'm sharing in the room. Yeah. Isn't that saying? Can everybody see the comments on the screen there? Isn't that amazing that happened in that way? Wow. And tuning into your vibration. So keep yourself in a high vibe state when you're making your request. Glad to hear you're okay, but wow, that is amazing. Yes, please share the other story in the living room. Stacey, I find if I write my wishes down, say thank you and put the book away and just get along with my normal activity, pop. Beck, it was you in the group yesterday. I'm sure it was you that acknowledged something and released something and then you started booking clients. Was that you? Pretty sure that was you. So yes, once you put it out there, release, let it go, it shows up. Rosie, I put out there I wanted in a man and ended up at a funeral a few days later, and presto, a guy gave me a ride home. I wasn't sure where that was going. I was also 7 months pregnant and single, and he never left. We were together 16 years. Yeah, wow, beautiful. Sophie makes sense. Lisa's making sense. Awesome. Danielle, in the living room yesterday, the chat about our money stories. You said you were going to share something. Just checking this was it. You had me intrigued. No, that wasn't it. But I will come to that one because I forgot that I had also promised the purple car story. So yes, Danielle, I'm coming back to that. Fingers crossed so I remember. Yes. Yep, I can see them. Yeah, Rosie, be careful what you wish for. Sophie, the universe provided a refund, a rebate from my solar, and a discount on another bill. It took so much pressure. Where did that come up? Oh, there it is there. It took so much pressure, the wallet I had extra week, missing a couple of sentences, but I totally get your point. It shows up in different ways. You know, when you get your accounts and you go, oh, yeah, whatever, Telstra, you gave me a discount, whatever. It's showing up. Acknowledge that it's shown up and be thankful and grateful for it. Oh yeah, you released your mum's fears, projections about money. Yeah, and then you booked clients, right? Was that was you that was saying, "Oh, I booked another client. I booked another client." Somebody was doing that, and I'm going, "Wow, this stuff is so cool." Okay, Danielle, back to no, that's okay. That's okay, Sophie. That makes sense. So back to yes, Danielle, what I was talking about in the living room yesterday, because we were talking about beliefs and we were talking about things that our parents say to us. Now, here's where I don't want to go with this because I'm a parent. There are things I say to my children that 24 hours later I go, oh God, what did I say? Why did I say it like that for? What's that going to create for her? And then, I have to go back and do a bit of cleaning up. At the time, I have stuff going on, and then I've got a kid at me saying something, something, something. And sometimes I say things I don't want to say to them. I haven't thought about it. I haven't thought it through. And I totally get this with this story that I'm about to tell you about my mum, and I need to give you the context. So my mum, who, bless her heart, she'd totally be loving it that I'm doing this with you guys, by the way. I was a pain in the freaking ass as a teenager. I kid you not. Let's get my sister on here and you can interview her about me one day. I was a shitbag. I was a really terrible child. I was a terrible teenager. I was an awful teenager. Awful thing, like the whole story, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, I caused her grief. So I would be called up to the office for being around the wrong crowd, called up to the office because I was smoking cigarettes somewhere, called up at the office because I had a boyfriend that used to be naughty and do terrible things at school. Anyway, I caused her grief. I hated school. You all know that. I didn't do very well at school. I kind of turned up to school just to socialize and say hi to my friends and do art. I loved art. And then I would, I was not a very nice person back then. I was a very confused teenager, very, very confused. So imagine, right, my mother having to deal with this teenager. Holy shit, look, oh my God, we're getting another report card. Oh God, oh God, oh God, she's been at the office. Oh my God, this girl, what am I going to do with this girl? Oh, I just want to build my career. I just want to have a life. When are these children going to look after themselves? I don't know, maybe she was thinking along those sorts. What she said to me was, on opening my report card and saying, oh, wow, you did great at art. That's fabulous. But everything else was not so good. And I remember her looking at the piece of paper and going, well, at least you're pretty. You can marry a doctor. Now, I could totally hear why she said that because she had given up. But I received and I heard, oh, well, I don't think I'm pretty because I didn't. I had very low self-esteem. Oh, shit. No, I'm not pretty, so I'm not going to be able to marry a doctor. What the fuck am I going to do? Oh, my God. Well, I'm going to have to find somebody else, somebody who can provide for me because I'm not going to be able to provide for myself. That is what happens when words are spoken and received by the person and whatever that person's going through. There's no blame, there's no judgment here. Two different people, two different stories going on. Yes, they happen to be mother and daughter, two completely different stories going on. So for me, I then was in constant search of a man to take care of me financially because I wouldn't be able to do it. And that was one of the beliefs that I had to let go. That, hey, I'm more than capable of standing on my own 2 feet. I'm more than capable of creating abundance in my life. I'm more than capable of living a rich, I'm not saying rich, living a really rich life. And I had to step into that space. And, I'm talking about something that happened to me. I was probably 15 or 16 when those words were spoken and when that belief landed. That didn't occur to me that was holding me back till about 10 years ago. Actually, probably a little bit late, bit further back in time. So when I Because then when I had children, it was like, well, here I am. I'm having the babies. Off you go work. I'm doing all this. You see this? I'm doing all this. You go work. That was when that started to unfold. So that's only 13 years ago. So beliefs are constantly being unraveled based on what story we go into next, based on the next chapter of our lives. You know, I know that I'm going into another chapter of my life and I go, wow, I wonder what's going to come up this time. It will always come up. And you may go back to the same situation. You know, one of the things for me that I've been clearing a lot lately with a lady here in Brisbane that does the kinetic holographic stuff. Oh, Danielle, light bulb moment. Ah, where's the light bulb icon? Awesome. Awesome. Can you share that in the living room? If you feel comfortable, that would be great. That would be great. Awesome. Okay, so there's that story. There's the story, but there's also how it unfolds. Does that all make sense for people? It's not about judging the person. It's not about blaming the person. It's not about going, oh, fucking thanks a lot. You did that and you said that. There is a process that I go through to clear stuff up. And I don't have time. We're at 6:20 already. But this is stuff that we do in money school. Stuff comes up. We have these conversations. Stuff comes up. And then we follow the process and we clear it. And then we get cracking on the money practices. We've got to do this, and then I've got to pay that, and I've got to create this system. And then, uh-oh, money belief. What's happening? I'm stopped. I'm not doing stuff. Michelle asked me to do some homework, and I haven't done it. Okay, what's going on? Up pops the belief. Clean it up. Money practices. I'll put you again. And we also do that with setting up our life, with setting up our intentions, with setting up our future. One of the modules in money school is all about end of life. Who thought we'd ever go there? You know, but it's such an important place to go. Don't get all creeped out on me now. There's lots of stuff that needs to happen from a money practices point of view in order for that to be a smooth transition for you and for your family. We don't do it until right at the end. I warm you into that a little bit. All right. Okay. Money school. Be there. Be there or be square. Great. Danielle is going to share that in the living room. Awesome. Stacey, my eldest son received an E for science years ago. I called all three boys in and asked, what's the E stand for? Excellent, Mum. Oh, okay. A is for awesome and amazing. Yeah, Mum. They never got lower than B for brilliant. Beautiful. Oh, God, I love that. Yeah, awesome. Really, really cool. All right, I got to wrap it up. See, this was going to be a quick one. I love my quick videos. I should turn all these into workshops. All right, have a wonderful, awesome day. It's Thursday. High vibes. Where's my cup? I've got water in my cup today. High vibes. And a bit of fuel. See you guys. Thanks so much for joining me again. I love you loads. See you over in the Rich Living Room where we can continue the conversation, hey? All right, have a great day. Bye, guys. I'm going to end the broadcast twice. Over here. And then I have to do it again. Over here.